You could feel it the moment the bat made contact. That sound, that perfect, unmistakable crack, wasn't just a hit. It was destiny screaming through the night at Dodger Stadium. Shohei Ohtani didn't even need to look. He dropped the bat, stared skyward, and began his slow, confident walk toward first base. He knew. Everyone knew. But rewind just a few moments. Because this wasn't supposed to end like that. The Dodgers were trailing. The crowd, 52,000 strong, had gone from thunderous to tense. You could almost hear their collective heartbeat. Down by 1, 2 outs, 2 strikes. And standing at the plate, the man who carries an entire nation's hopes on his shoulders. Shohei Ohtani. The same man who left Japan with a dream. The same man who redefined baseball, who turned doubters into believers, who broke language barriers and statistical logic all at once. Tonight, he wasn't just another player in a uniform. He was the story. The pitcher stared in, sweat dripping. The lights above looked like spotlights in a movie, because this wasn't just a game anymore. It was a cinematic moment building toward its climax. Fastball, outside corner, Ohtani doesn't flinch. Slider, low and away, ball 2. The tension was unbearable. Even the fans who came for hot dogs were standing now, phones raised, hearts pounding. Then came the pitch. A hanging splitter, right over the heart of the plate. The kind of pitch that only one man in the world could make look this easy. Ohtani unleashed that perfect swing, that blend of art, science, and power. The bat sliced through the air with a sound so clean it cut through the crowd noise. The ball launched into the night sky like a missile. The left fielder turned. He took 3 steps back, then stopped. He didn't need to move anymore. That ball was gone. A towering shot into the sea of blue and white, deep beyond the right field wall. The stadium exploded like an earthquake. Fans leapt to their feet, waving flags, crying, hugging strangers. Ohtani didn't celebrate wildly. He didn't need to. He simply raised his hand, eyes calm, almost serene. It was the expression of a man who had seen this in his mind 1,000 times before it ever happened. Because Ohtani didn't just hit that homer. He manifested it. Every step around the bases felt like a slow-motion dream. The camera flashes followed him like lightning, each one freezing a moment that would live forever. By the time he rounded third, even the opposing dugout was watching silently. Respectfully. Because greatness like that, you don't boo it. You just witness it. As he crossed home plate, his teammates mobbed him, gloves thrown, helmets flying, chaos everywhere. But Ohtani remained composed, smiling faintly, looking up toward the sky as if to say, "This is what I was made for." In that instant, the Dodgers dugout turned into a celebration of pure emotion. Freddie Freeman pounding Ohtani's back. Mookie Betts screaming into the night. The fans chanting, "MVP! MVP!" so loud it echoed through downtown Los Angeles. And somewhere in that noise, you could almost hear the whisper of history. This wasn't just a home run. It was a statement, a reminder, that in a game filled with numbers, analytics, and probabilities, sometimes pure human brilliance can rewrite it all. Reporters would later ask him if he knew it was gone off the bat. He smiled, humble as ever, and said softly, "I felt it." But everyone watching knew the truth, he didn't feel it. He knew it. That's the kind of confidence only legends carry. The kind you earn through endless hours of solitude, failure, repetition, and quiet belief. Because when Ohtani steps into that box, he's not just swinging for runs. He's swinging for history. For every kid back in Japan staying up at 3 a.m. to watch their hero. For every fan who doubted if one person could truly transcend the sport. This homer wasn't about winning a game. It was about what happens when talent meets destiny, when preparation meets a single, perfect moment. Even the pitcher, standing on the mound, couldn't help but smirk in disbelief. You could see it in his eyes, that strange mix of frustration and awe. He just got beaten by the best in the world. After the game, as Ohtani made his way to the dugout tunnel, he paused. Looked back at the field. The place still glowing from the energy of that final swing. And in that quiet moment, as cameras flashed and chants filled the air, Ohtani tipped his cap. Not just to the crowd, but to baseball itself. Because he knew what everyone in that stadium felt, they had just witnessed something rare. Something pure. A single swing that turned pressure into poetry. The kind of moment that makes even the coldest skeptic believe in magic. And maybe that's what Shohei Ohtani does better than anyone, he makes baseball feel like more than a game. He turns it into an emotion. Every time he steps up to the plate, it feels like anything is possible. Like time could stop. Like you're watching something that will be talked about for decades. When the highlights rolled hours later, social media erupted. The clip spread everywhere, millions of views, comments pouring in. He's unreal. We're watching greatness. Otani's not human. And maybe, that's true. Maybe he's something beyond that, a reminder of what happens when the world's most impossible dreams somehow come true. Because on this night, under the lights of Los Angeles, with the world watching, Shohei Otani didn't just win the game. He owned the moment. And when that ball disappeared into the dark California sky, so did every doubt that ever tried to hold him back. Otani smiled once more, the hero of a night that will live forever. And the world smiled back.